Island Energy. Early this morning, our team with the National Weather Service, we met with them, spoke to them, and the news is that Rhode Island expecting very heavy winds and significant rainfall that will cause flooding throughout the state, especially in our coastal communities, which we will likely experience beach erosion as well. Rhode Island is under the flood watch tonight through Wednesday, with approximately 3 inches of rain expected starting after 4 p.m. today. Rains will get heavy and winds will ramp up in later evening. The heaviest rains will be between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. That being said, we'll be monitoring the rivers in the state that are inclined to overflow. Those who are living close to those areas, they should be on watch as well. Rhode Island will be under high wind warning starting at 5 p.m. today. We're urging all Rhode Islanders during this storm season, which we receive every year, to be extremely careful during this evening's commute, but even more so tomorrow morning. Wind-driven rain will make the early morning commute challenging. We're also closely monitoring the Newport and Jamestown Bridge. Please watch for updates on restrictions that may impact the morning commute. The most important thing we need Rhode Islanders to hear is this: use extreme caution on our roads. Please plan ahead for your commute and give yourself extra time. Do not rush during this time frame. Again, this is the winter season. We're used to storms. Communicating to you as directly as we can is important, but also you listening in terms of making sure that you keep yourself safe and your family safe. And of course, anybody that's working out on the emergencies that may occur, we need to respect those individuals that are working and make sure that we give them space to do the work and make sure that they are able to stay safe as well. So the normal things that we need to be considering: make sure we're charging all our electronic devices, make sure we have batteries, portable chargers, flashlights, and other power sources ready in your homes. To report an outage, you can text OUT, O-U-T, to 743-688 or go online at rienergy.com. Now I want to share how we're geared up for this storm again. Rhode Island Energy has procured an additional 160 line crews and over 100 tree crews to address outages. I was talking to Brian earlier. This storm that is coming up the coast has accounted for about 500,000 outages at this moment in time. So we may expect that, and so let's report that quickly so that we can get staffs out there when we can. Remember, when the winds are high, the buckets don't go up, all right, on the trucks. So we're going to make sure that we respect and make sure that the individuals that are doing the work are safe as well. Later today, I'll be activating our State Emergency Operations Center. Our team at the Rhode Island Emergency Management Agency is already in touch with local emergency management agencies. So important that we're connecting in with your local municipalities, as we are. Local public safety is really the first place to call if, in fact, you have a local issue, and then certainly report that on a statewide basis. But we'll be in contact with all the municipal leaders to make sure that we're aware of what's happening in all 39 cities and towns in the state of Rhode Island. Right now, our Department of Transportation crews are out cleaning drains, pushing back snow, and they are putting an extra focus on hot spots from the previous storms. The state police, again, has added additional personnel and will be supporting DOT, Rhode Island Energy, and the Bridge and Turnpike Authority during this storm, and as well as future storms. The people in the state of Rhode Island should feel confident that the teams that have been in place dealing with these emergencies are prepared to do it again. With that, our team will take any questions you may have from the crew that's here, and thank you all for covering this, as it's important that we communicate with the people that live in the state of Rhode Island on storm issues that will impact them and their families. Yes, 160 line crews and over 100 tree crews, and they're being strategically placed throughout the state. Rhode Island Energy is really responding very strongly to be strategically placing those line crews where we anticipate the most problems, flooding or outages, and then they'll be working, I don't want to speak on behalf of Brian, but logistically they'll be working to respond to wherever the wherever the emergency might exist. Well, historically, our rivers are, that are challenged are going to be challenged if we get the rains and the snow fall turning into rain, right, turning into water. So we'll be monitoring it, and we'll be working with the local authorities and the Minnesota, with the media to make sure that there's updates when necessary. I was a mayor on the Blackstone River. I saw it flood more than once. We had a 100-year storm within 200-year storms within 5 years. So we know the impact that has on and how we need to make sure that we're monitoring the situation, but we'll keep you informed. Yeah.
Sure. So right now we've informed all the districts. Hemos informado todos los distritos de la situación. They are aware. They are making local decisions with their municipality. Districts that are in places where there's usually flooding, they're making those decisions based on the weather, and they will inform the parents. En los lugares donde los ríos se suben, están tomando diferentes decisiones que en otro distrito, pero por favor, los distritos lo van a informar ustedes si van a haber clases, si va a ser virtual, cualquier decisión que tomen. Parents, please wait. The districts will communicate with you whether they're going to have in-person, virtual, or they're just going to take the day. The decision will be made by each district depending on what the conditions are. So that will be developing, and it'll be an ongoing situation.
Governor, is there anything you're doing differently for this storm after the lessons learned in December when we saw that rain, wind, and flooding?
No, the response is the same. With our emergency management, with Director Pappas, leading the charge and doing everything we can. I mean, if there are emergencies that we need to file emergency declarations, as we reported, the President signed the emergency declaration from the storm in September, and I just met with the FEMA team across the way, who's already on site doing that work. So we'll just continue to rely on the expertise of our public safety, both locally and statewide, and then we'll respond to the emergency accordingly.
Okay, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.